Welcome everyone to another live stream. I can't believe we are probably beating Fedora. Or is it also Red Hat? Anyway, I read in the news they don't ship full encrypted Linux systems by default. A little bit surprised. I always thought you're not the first, but big mega corporations, what you're gonna say. I continued earlier, and today we can't do so long. Not only do I need to go home, I'm also freaking hungry. So only short stuff on working on this. And so I noticed earlier, before lunch, hours ago, I barely remember, that tested here already. And also I noticed that earlier, this is an annoying thing, you calculate some sizes and then the LVM2 stuff, because like 8 gigs of swap or stuff, and then it's like, yeah, there's like one freaking extent missing, super annoying. Okay, there's also still apparently maybe a bug, interesting. Anyway, but the main thing is somewhere that one extent too short of stuff. Are we live? We are live, and welcome everyone to another late at night after work, working on amazing features, one of the most amazing Linux distributions, developer, hacker, infosec, friendly, ready, and stuff. So for that, and welcome everyone. So what I implement now, so I started to implement this, scripting the stuff here. That is somewhere, where would that be? I did that earlier in my lunch break. Don't stream. Leave in the comments below, should I live stream each small thing? Maybe I need a third, even more random live channel. Also, I changed the menu a little bit. You will see that in a second when we actually boot it again. And maybe I don't have that in there yet. So yeah, so right now I only implement, so we need to change. Unfortunately, I need a better way to script this. This is a little bit too finicky here for me. So it's basically like if schema or type, however you want to call it. Also, I usually don't name this type for other conflict and other programming languages, in case you wonder. So right now this is a little bit like string concatenated, not the greatest fan of that. First I want also initially only for EFI, because we need to change all those partition layout things which are a little bit hard-coded, but in part it is SF disk, so what you're going to do. I would need to think how to do that even better. So basically I would need to change all of them of not creating a swap partition and stuff. It's a little bit annoying, but we will see. So for now, here is that probably. So okay, I did. So we probably want any here. So that is where I left off my lunch break. We have here LVM. So yeah, basically that should be any, I guess. I mean, for now anyway. So this is why there was LVM passing the wrong thing. This would also happen in C, C++, Rust, right, if you write it there. But that usually is 10 if not 100 times an order of magnitude or two more code. So what we basically do is, all the other manually selection stuff is already there. It's basically just scripting that, and that is then create on this device VG0, although theoretically we should check that the name is unique and stuff, but yeah. So what does not work? All right, this one here doesn't work. And so swap in megabytes, that probably should be fine, hopefully, famous lost words. And then create root, so this is our internal logical volume, create linear, and so that was the size. So then let's add support. So this is an annoying thing. At my lunch break I did a quick try, and welcome everyone. We also have audio, good that I now check. So let's try this one here. And so what I usually do is instead of inventing my own stuff, I usually I also, by the way, I find it super annoying that there is capital L and lowercase l, and if you use this and that is short of an extent, it doesn't work. It's like I ask for 50 gigabyte, right? If there's 23,001 extent, but there are only 23,000, then I think don't care. But this is ridiculous. But anyway, basically we want. Also, this is wrong. Somehow I copy and pasted the wrong thing, or Wayland somehow only in my current installation only. Or maybe I copy and pasted the wrong thing actually. Oh wait, this is also wrong. So what I will implement now is, oh, this is also touching my mouse wheel. And so this will not just work. We also need LV create. So the benefit of this is it would also support this if you do this manually and maybe, how did I do that here? If size, so what did I had here? Size. All right, maybe that didn't work due to that. And so if we don't have a size, we ask. And I had this, so this does not super amazingly work. The question is, maybe we change this and maybe I comment this out to not lose this precious regular expression I distilled another night. And let's default this to 100% free. That also documents then for the user what to use. And we could theoretically we could add here like mega giga or whatever, but yeah, maybe we leave that for now. I need to see how this kind of stuff is always. Is it better to show how many? The problem is with this gigabyte, like I knew this already previously, if this is short an extent or two, it will not work. So it's also super annoying. So probably, yeah, maybe that is the best thing. So the only other thing is, so if the user supplied a size, the name, by the way, did this work? What did we run there? Did it create linear size, VG create linear, yada yada, something record arguments. With argument for size all. Where is this all coming from? Do you have another? Here's, by the way, size M unit. Yeah, whatever. So what we need to do is basically, if this matches, so probably we substitute that here, and so we always need size. Wait, we have here dash, why is this? All right, it is lowercase here. So probably we match that, so how we, and this is super annoying, right? Like why does it need to be two different command line argument options there? Sure, it's on the low-level technical thing, but who effing cares about the low-level technical implementation details of extents versus whatnot, and whatever the total P. So let's match that to, if it matches with a percentage. So basically, if you have some percentage thing, so maybe we should document it more, like maybe, because otherwise, so this is also capital G. Should we document this GT percent for, because I mean, otherwise, and that is this kind of stuff, I find it rather frustrating, because you need always, like, unless you every day, like unless your job is storage area network administrator and you do this literally every hour, which probably then you have a script. So basically even then I find this frustrating, right? Like this, probably this LVM2 Linux stuff, in my opinion, one of the worst command line interfaces. Sure, there are hundreds of options, but also cryptic and exotic that you probably need. You probably need a read the freaking manual each time you use it. If, oh wait, I think this can't be in quotes. If size matches that, then size equals dash L size, otherwise size equals dash L size, amazing technology, right? And then we do here size, first type name. And as much as you might hate shell scripting, which yes, I also wish I could write Rust and think all day long. At least, unless there's a bug in your shell, then at least it doesn't crash with use after free and out of bounds and stuff. So then I guess we need to ship this ASAP. I mean, obviously with some testing. I still need to add crypto. I'm still drafting that. Yeah, it's not yet done. Let's see what happens. So this is a new menu in graphical. It would look graphical, right? So with headlines, so and this auto partition. So either because I found it too repetitive, right? I said this last night. This is why I have this header lines now. Manually partition using. I mean, yeah. I mean, then maybe that is also too much here. I'll just get a phone call. Back in 1 second. So yeah, this is why I have this. Also, probably this is why I have this headlines now. Automatically partition for this platform. Or bootable for this platform. Classic partitions, encrypted partitions, logical volumes, encrypted logical volumes. I guess probably hopefully makes sense, does it? Otherwise, so manually partition using. I mean, it's a little bit long now, right? I mean, probably theoretically we could shorten that to just CF disk parted, I guess. Anyway, so we want to try logical volumes. Does this even work? So the problem is they were active, actually, maybe. Create new partition. So the problem is now, okay, this didn't quite work. Valid argument for size. Don't tell me they want capital M. M or unit? M unit, what is... I find even this documentation annoying, to be honest, somehow. Size, extent options, alternative methods of specifying size, total number of physical extents used will be greater when redundant data is needed. Means size M or unit? What do they even size M or other? I find M or other unit a little bit near though. So yeah, that is a little bit annoying to we probably need to check if there. This is actually a little bit. Yeah, maybe we do this in another release. It's not like it needs to be perfect. So the problem is we need to patch that now. Otherwise, we need to create a new ISO just for debugging. Match. What was it? LV create. LV create. Print in. Now it's not a function call. Substitute that to that and that. Yeah, this is how you patch. This is how you hotfix stuff without an editor if you only have a streaming editor. So it was logical volumes. What did happen? Actually, maybe did this happen? Oh, this is a little bit near though, but okay, we can still. LV create invalid. Oh, no, this is dash L. Why is this LV? Or did we wait? Logical volume dash L. Why does this not work? Nah. Or is that? Ah, we did this wrong. This was still quoted. Ah, what a fail. Why was this? Why was this quoted? Darn it. Somehow previously must have been. Yeah. Okay, let's and then edit. Let's change the other wording. So manually put. Or did I not move? Maybe I didn't for some reason. Actually, I thought I had this moved here already. Apparently I didn't. Manually partitions using, so then we don't need to, or edit. Partition table. One more VM reboot. I can tell you it was, I mean, sure, you don't need virtualization. You could have pre-tested that in a change root, but everything that you couldn't really quite test in a change root or whatnot 15 years ago, and also other containerization stuff wasn't even invented yet. I can tell you it was so much more time consuming, like literally not one, but 2 orders of magnitude 15 years ago, writing a burning a rewritable optical spinning disk and booting it each time on real hardware. So let's see, I use this text thing here just to better see what's going on. All right, we also need to remove. Actually, we can use remove as turn. Need to remove that. Yeah, so actually, we should. Yeah, but it's maybe I don't. Yeah, I mean, usually you don't have that. So, but theoretically, to do wipe previous logical volume management stuff on the partitions that. Yeah, or use. Yeah, I mean, wipe and or use another name, but that is for another day. So let's try that again. Does that look? Edit partition table using, I guess that is. Is it using or with? No. So, logical volumes. Let's see what happens now. New situation, GPT, rounding up size to full 1.6 web. So yeah, this is super annoying, but I mean, we wipe already everything and then there happens to be a swap signature. Wait a second. All right, this is LVM. Okay, this is, okay. Create a file system that I guess, what is it? Does it, yeah, root created, it doesn't further. Setting up swap space version 1.6 gigs. Creating file system on the root with better FS, please. And wait, why did it ask what something? What? MK fed initialize conversion. Somehow this in target which. So that is not yet ideal. Some guru meditation later. We have here. All right, so this is going through that loop. Do we set def here? Is here some local def? So this comes out of this loop here. That is def1 fetch boot efi. By the way, we have here also def fs. We probably also need that here. And it says been using auto encrypted LVM setup with Kickstart in production Red Hat Enterprise Linux machines literally decades, so it's been supported, just not easiest for end users to use. Yeah, we make it easy. We now make it easy. So what is the result here now? We have root, we have swap, we just don't have. Oh, you know what? Oh no, it didn't. SDA1. We had here FS1 fetch boot efi. We need. So this comes last. So 2 LVM. 2 LVM and the other FSs, which is def1 fetch boot efi. Why does this not work? So LVM is that. So that is def file system. Def VG0. Don't quite instantly see. Next we need a shell debugger on. What is it doing here? The problem is we didn't see what it did do there. No device specified. Why? How is there no device specified? Def is 1, def should be. That is a little bit. Nah. Okay, I can go meditate this later, unless you want to see it now. Probably just some typo or synco. So theoretically, we also need encryption. So I'm not even. Yeah. So I mean, just encrypted is a little bit boring. So what for just encrypted, we only need to. I mean, famous last words of only. So basically, if the type. Actually, we can. You know what? So we need to do two things, right? So basically, it's either loops without LVM. I mean, except there are plenty of other combinations what we support for major, like classic partitions, LVM, encrypted partitions, or encrypted LVM. You could also have LVM and then, like, not the whole LVM encrypted, which for server use might make sense, but we don't need to support all. It would be a fifth combination and so on. But for normal end user enthusiast workstations, I think it makes most sense to have everything encrypted, and then you have like one encrypted volume, physical volume, and you have all, because then you only have one passphrase for all your stuff, which I would find beneficial, and including the swap and stuff. And then you have encrypted suspend from swap and so on. So basically, we can probably YOLO that in here. It's basically. I mean, basically the same. What did I do here? Yeah, here I did type any LVM. We probably can short circuit it in here. If it's encrypted, we simply change the device. Can we do that here? So that is the mount. LVM How many other do we, maybe this is our bug of EFI, LVM. I have here 2 LVM. Or does it make sense to? I mean, I could include the any here. So this is basically 2 LVM any. Just in case we natally. I mean, do we ever need to limit that? Probably not. But if we want to make it more symmetrically, that would be basically argument 1 shift. Wait, is it even? Here it is 1 def. File system there. Wait a second. What have I done here? Oh no, this is actually not really the same because we have swap and... No, okay, let's not do that. That's not more symmetrically. So we want, so basically encrypted, so that means if type, maybe I should rename this to schema, but leave the comments below. Anything with loops, then where's our loops thing helper? Crypt setup, part decrypt, part crypt, crypt setup, part decrypt. So probably that. How do we call that? But we also want to change the calling convention. I previously didn't pass this all the way through that here. That is super annoying. Def mapper dir def part decrypt. Pro tip: don't use this partially specified thing. That is super freaking annoying. Part decrypt and part crypt. And so what do we use as a name there? Part decrypt. Okay, here it has we probably want the directory here. Maybe you should call this name or so. So it's basically, unfortunately, touching all the functions of adding, because what we don't want to use ask the user. We want to specify, hey, use that, and then use it. So basically, this needs a new argument. So this is basically with argument 2. Theoretically, we could make, say, a local D or whatever, but yeah. And then like local dir equals, I believe that should work. And then If not dir, if not specified, ask the user. I mean, very theoretically, maybe we shouldn't even ask the user. We could basically just use, we could even use I believe we could use the same name, like SDA whatever, but we could even use the same name for LVM2, and where come everyone? Because their internal name is volume group, logical volume with a dash. But if not, and so it could still, like, if we are in this use case and the user cancels that, then it's not set. And yeah, let's test that. This is overwriting the device, so that would be def if then change. Actually, we would. This is actually a little bit tricky. We would need to do that for. Yeah, I mean the devil is in the detail. Maybe we do that. Maybe we do this any year after all, because what that allows us, then we can, because we can't do that for boot volumes, bootloader volumes. Then we could use that to only do that if it can be any file system, not some specific. Should that work? For VM any x3 extra. I hope that. Yeah, we will see later. I mean, for now it only needs to work with for EFI anyway. So if Luke, then if Luke and we don't have that here. We can have LVM, we can have swap, what can we have? We have, otherwise, this is the type, wait, LVM, swap LVM, darn it. Because these are a multiple. It's actually not what I was thinking. Type. Maybe we should generically. Yeah, it's a little bit tricky. Because we always need the, what is it, the mount point. Like maybe we read this here already, local dir. Mount point, and then we can remove that here. Alright, we anyway didn't use it there right now. No. Can remove it here. Maybe we shouldn't rename it M&T or so. Yeah. What did I put there now? Did I just always, if not swap, right? LVM X3. Does it really help us? Doesn't really help us, does it? This is a little bit tricky. Did I do this right now for nothing? Yeah, maybe I should make a actually code flow graph and not YOLO stuff together here. So actually turns out it doesn't really help us much. So basically what we would want is oh wait, maybe did this grouping work in there? I forgot. 1 and true or false. Oh wait, these are not commands, so that would be okay, I believe that works, right? Advanced shell scripting for 100. So, I mean, should we? Yeah, let's try it. So, that would be if file system did I try this without this works without spaces? File system. If file system is it file system? And file system any or LVM, is that right? Oh no, swap also. So either if it's swap, if it's LVM, or any other. I mean, we could log this on root, to be honest. If mount point root, does that make more sense? We have less to compare if we actually use that here, which is a little bit misleading. Maybe that makes more sense. Let's do that again. Pity I just deleted that though. MNT. And then if fs equals, so basically if it's not swap, right, then we read that. I mean, theoretically, I mean, if we wanted, I don't know, if basically the next arc, actually maybe like that. So if so, either the next arc or swap then not. Otherwise we had to shift that. Does that make sense? Or not? Maybe that makes more sense. Maybe like that. Leave in the comments below. And then if it's, so basically then we can reduce this here to looks and mnt equals slash. Makes it much easier in there, doesn't it? Type looks and, oh wait, or swap. MNT that now we are done, aren't we? So then do the crypt setup. Does all this make still sense? Maybe I should actually build this with ZX, not that it instantly errors out. So create this crypt, what was the name, part crypt. Part crypt, that would be, we have here def, so then, because then part crypt, so the def was, which def we have here, and the mount. So local name. So theoretically, what do we even use for, does it use root? I mean, it probably doesn't. I mean, very theoretically, I could try to change that to just the device name, but maybe for now we code that here to if and we don't really need, should we? Nah, whatever. Maybe a good start to always quote them, maybe. If it's swap, then actually we could set this to FS because then it's swap. And if so MNT, then I mean, we should, with our automatic setup, we should only have one other root partition. So, okay, maybe that is too magic. Shouldn't, we don't, I mean, a shell interpretation is so slow, we don't need to really micro-optimize this stuff, all right? Even the coffee comes to an end. So, MNT, so that would be swap and name equals swap, otherwise name equals root. That probably should work like that. Name. Also, I mistyped that. Oh wait, no, this MNT is, wait, is that even the right thing? No, no. Swap, then name swap, otherwise name root. And I mean, okay, we could actually okay, make it even. So it's either root or if it swaps, then maybe that is finally arriving at some more minimal form. Part crypt, def name, and then we need to set the def for the code below. We need to set the device to def map per name. And anything else? Probably not, right? So then we, for LVM, we arrive here, part create on def mapper root vg0. And for, so all on those defs, if it's not LVM, we are here creating on def mapper root and swap, okay, swap def mapper. Swap, that probably should be fine. And then, famous last words, need to debug some bug. One bug fix away from release. And maybe we still need to part crypt. Do we, so here we pass the second argument through, and here we changed, I know I actually changed the dir second argument. If not dir, then ask otherwise uses dir. This is substituting something, whatever I did there. I'm not really sure what I did there. Not really sure. Maybe there couldn't what I remove. I don't quite. So yeah, pro tip, comments is stuff that should have needed to comment. Maybe it should to be commented. I could also think about this moment. Let's maybe copy that, because we did some notes that we built this with a syntax error. That would be shame. Package stone. I mean, you know what? Let's set x here and set x there, and because otherwise I see myself just doing this again in QEMU, and then let's pre-test that. It's a little bit dangerous. Don't try this at home. Nothing like doing this in your running system. And okay, it comes up. So basically, we can. So that was a little bit dry pre-test of does the syntax error hold and catch fire and stuff. And then we soon call it a day, because I need to bring a child to bed and get some dinner. I hope you enjoy this and learn something and appreciate our enthusiast, hacker, infosec, and so on, if not gaming ready. Linux distribution, full disk encrypted, soon by default, and don't forget to Patreon, GoFundMe, YouTube membership, or just share, like, and subscribe. And it didn't logical. Does that work? Or 5 remove, and then 3 remove, and then I mean theoretically we could try encrypted. So this should be implemented. Yes, please. Does it do something? I'll just test. So this is swap. What does it do? Somehow I don't see swap enablement. What did I miss it there? Swap, crypt setup. Wait, we need to, because this is, all right, we open that. Did it setting up swap space? Okay, that worked. So it's a little bit annoying that, I mean, it's tiny little bit error prone that you confirm that here, but then you just don't get it. So if you don't, like, if you can't enter the passphrase, then you just don't get this. That's, yeah. Does it do something? Where are we? Not sure where we were. What do we have now? We have swap and root somehow. We have that, it's just not set up though. Do we have... Actually, we probably... I just realized it's always like one bug fix and one more to do from release. Right? I just realized we might need to disable... here's disable. We basically need disable swap there, so disable. Yeah, there's always one more thing. I mean, I don't consider that the most, as this is probably like nice to have. So add deactivate looks encrypted volumes and stone installer. So it's partially working. Let's close those. And there might be one small thing, it's not fully tested, there might be something with rootfs. But let's first, so this should not be active. Let's see if we can test the other of logical volumes. What happens now? So the problem is, okay, here's read in. Here I canceled that previously. Why does it ask? What did it do? Okay, it's actually asking. Okay, this scrolled away. It's just so, okay, it's just so verbose. That is what. So it's okay. Let's see what happens. I think there is probably still some logic volume root created. Why does this not work? Swap created. This apparently works now, I think. It's a little bit hard to parse here with this X-trace. VG0 def fs mount. Why does this not? Or did this succeed? Oh, wait a second, this mkfs fat still failed. That failed previously. Maybe no, it did also not, currently not mounted. It did not, I believe it did also not create. Okay, so this is still not perfect. Maybe the bug is the same, that this, my list of, and welcome everyone, my list of devices might still, it mostly works. There's one small glitch to still debug, which could, I need to go really. Remove this volume group. Yes. Hello. Oh wait, was it so 6 unmount, 7 unmount. Currently not mounted. 5, 10. Really yes. Really yes. Maybe that is. So let's try that again with encryption. Encrypted logical volumes. Yes. So what is it doing? It's doing crypt setup. SDA2, yes please, test. Okay, we need to test. Oops. Nothing like typos now on this channel. What did it do? So that extras is unfortunately really long to read. Created partitions. Encrypt setup that. So that is looks open there. Part, so that is dev mapper root vg0. Successfully created. Successfully created, so swap rounding up size. So that logical volume root created. So it's doing that on vg0 root. And okay, it looks promising, and the bug might be one somehow with okay, part fs any to root fs any. What's going on here? Eins is better fs, right? So, or did this even, no, what is it doing? No, actually it created that mount. It also mounted that. It has a double slash there, which was of cosmetic nature. Okay, so then the only thing that doesn't work is part, at least as far as I see right now. Part mkfs dev sda1 fed boot efi dev fs mnt boot efi. So we create this list, but it should not ask fed and fed command fed. It does that. Okay, so it's doing that without the device here. So there is a bug. So that is here. How do we call that? We call part mkfs. So we call this with boot efi and have mnt boot efi part mkfs 1, 2, 3. So file system, if file system, and why do we even do that? Alright, because otherwise we need, alright, so I override this, alright, so because, okay, it could be any, and then, okay, I mean, we could change any, whatever. We could clear it at the beginning, that might be more readable, but so mkfs, why does this not work? Okay, we have maybe double supplied mnt, maybe that could. Command, if evil command. Actually, that is, did this even work previously? Why does this? Mount dev to mnt. What was our mnt? It is a full boot efi. mnt boot efi, yeah. Alright, here's also the double slash. So as this, here we could remove the double slash if we wanted to. Or not, it's a little bit less readable in my opinion. But so command, so this is where this, that probably actually, so this is probably a bug that previously was there and not related to today's hacking. We just probably previously didn't notice that because we didn't debug it carefully enough. It's also a recurring theme, what's untested is broken, because we need here def where would be the command, evil command, wait a second, why is how did that even previously? Ah, maybe this is part. Maybe it's. Yeah, so the device is here. That is so. Yeah, that probably didn't had effect previously. Good that we tested that. So yeah, then kind of. I mean, if this double slash we could remove, should we? Yeah, I mean it doesn't hurt, so whatever. Did I remove the set x trace? Removed set x, but not plus x. So one more try. It's probably should be relatively final for tonight. As software and hardware is never ready, there's always one more bug fix that we will find tomorrow or after. Usually after the release, right? You test, more test, and what you didn't test you is broken, and then you just release it, and either a user or ourselves we will find the next bug or regression. The only thing more amazing than this would be to actually test suite that, fully script this install. So what should we try first? Automatically partition, maybe? Should we? I mean, theoretically, what we would want is encrypted logical volumes. Let's see. So if Linux LVM. I probably should add some error handling that if you cancel one of those steps or you can't remember the passphrase between your creation and mounting. So yeah, so choose here, create file system on VG0, root fs. Hey, and I guess it looks, so that is mounted. Isn't that amazing? I guess it looks, does it look? Oh wait, the only FAT16 is not mounted. Okay, we still have a tiny little bug. So if the mount point doesn't exist. Yeah. There's always one more thing. Good that we tested that. That probably was part mount. Maybe we should reuse that. That comes from open coding, that's somewhere else. Okay, let's mount that. Mount an existing boot EFI. And let's try whole installation. Shouldn't take so long. It's epic thread grouping Horizon. I mean, it's a little bit tricky, a little bit combination. I mean, yes, leave in the comments below how would you write this code more readable in C, C++, Rust, NIM, Python, Perl. So yeah, I also probably let's SED. Let's add this to the to-do. It's not the first time I see that. Theoretically, this needs to be taken care of as well. I just need to figure out what exactly fix install. Because there's always one more thing. So enter to continue. So normally it looks a little bit more amazing, right? I intentionally test. If I hopefully didn't mistype that. 9 wherever. C grub, yes please. That probably stacked root device stuff should be fine. Excuse me. And then let's try. So this should reboot with kexec, and hey, it freaking probably not. Let's not celebrate too early, but so this is of course our amazing kexec installer technology, the best invention since sliced bread, and I don't know how many other distributions. I mean, I'm still thrilled each time I use my own kexec. I mean, the only thing more amazing than this kexec based installation thing will probably be when I add SSH-based installation and take over, like run on a Linux system and curl takeover thing soon. So test, and block ls, or what was it? Was it block ls block? So we got SDA, we have this Tor root thing. I mean, theoretically, do we need this on root? We have. Do we? I wonder mkinit rd, because it is a little bit annoying, and that is what I mean. Theoretically, we could change this naming stuff to just use the same name, or either with Luke's script or whatever, if you wanted to. So if we def mapper, when do we use def mapper root? Why did I use Tor? I use this for Luke's, open Luke's for alien2 and resume from disk early. Why did I do that? Root equals. I probably thought this collides with the root name. Where else do we use root? We use that to. I mean, basically, this shouldn't happen, I guess, because this would only, like, if you for some silly reason have like Luke's on Luke's, like double encrypted. Tor is the first, like, if we have stacked root devices, Tor equals Tor root, and root is the rest. I mean, okay, I need a second variable here, but I guess we can use root here. It probably should be fine. Famous last words would makes this look a little bit more sane. Anyway, so mkinit rd needs. So yeah, I will see the next time. So probably that should be most of it, plus testing and whatnot. So fix this SED, maybe I do tonight. Add sanity check. All right, I probably should do both of this to test new easier per platform mounted, especially on x86. Auto partition crypt setup. Hey, we have done it. Plain partition table, AVM encrypted. Yay! Lots of stuff done. No, mostly testing exotic stuff. I commit this later, probably, or should I commit this now? Really need to go now. So 115 lines. 81 insertion 34. I probably should scroll over that slowly and double check. And I mean, theoretically, I could even, what I would probably do is commit this separately, because that is bug fixing, file system pre-chosen. So probably that was broken for boot partitions. It only worked by pure chance and accidents if it was already there, I guess. Or something of that sort. Probably, maybe. There, it's probably fine. Yeah, I double check that later. That's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed this and learned something. As usual, there's this Patreon, GoFundMe, YouTube membership, super thanks, super chat, super thanks. I hope you enjoyed this and learned something. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. It's even for free. I hope you enjoy ORT2, and looking forward to see you for the next stream.